Bhante, uh, on the behalf of all, I will ask first forgiveness and yachana also.
Yes, okay.
Okas vandami bhante dwaratayenang mayang kattang sabba aparadang khamatume bhante dutiyampi okas bhante dwaratayenang mayang kattang sabba aparadang khamatume bhante tatiyampi okas vandami bhante dwaratayenang mayang kattang sabba aparadang khamatume bhante.
I request you.
Yeah. ओकास अहं भन्ते तीसरनेन सह आजीव अट्टमग्गशीलं धम्मं याचामि अनुगहं कत्वा शीलं देतमे भन्ते द्वितीयम्पि ओकास अहं भन्ते तीसरनेन सह आजीव अट्टमग्गशीलं धम्मं याचामि अनुग्रहं कत्वा शीलं देतमे भन्ते तृतीयम्पि ओकास अहं भन्ते तीसरनेन सह आजीव अट्टमग्गशीलं धम्मं याचामि अनुग्रहं कत्वा शीलं देतमे भन्ते
Yamaham vadami tang vadete.
आं भन्ते
Namo tasse.
नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्स नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्स नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्स
Buddhang saranang gacchami.
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
Dhammang saranang gacchami.
धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
Buddhang saranang gacchami.
संघं शरणं गच्छामि
Yampi buddhang saranang gacchami.
तृतीयम्पि बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
Yampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
द्वितीयम्पि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
Tutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
द्वितीयम्पि सङ्घं शरणं गच्छामि
Tutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami.
तृतीयम्पि बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
Tutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
तृतीयम्पि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
Tutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
तृतीयम्पि सङ्घं शरणं गच्छामि
Saranaagamanang sampunnang.
आं भन्ते
Pānātipātā vēramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi.
पाणातिपाता वेरमणि सिक्खापदं समाधियामि
Inādānā vēramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi.
अदिन्नदाना वेरमणि सिक्खापदं समाधियामि
Kāmesu miccācārā vēramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi.
कामेषु मिच्छाचारा वेरमणि सिक्खापदं समाधियामि
Musāvādā vēramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi.
मूसावादा वेरमणि सिक्खापदं समाधियामि
Visunā vācā vēramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi.
पिसुना वाचा वेरमणि सिक्खापदं समाधियामि
Parusā vācā vēramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi.
परुषा वाचा वेरमणि सिक्खापदं समाधियामि
Sampapalāpā vēramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi.
संफप्पलापा वेरमणि सिक्खापदं समाधियामि
Micchā ājīvā vēramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi.
मिच्छा आजीवा वेरमणि सिक्खापदं समाधियामि
Saranena saddhiṃ ājīva attamaka sīlaṃ dhammaṃ sādukam surakkhitam katva appamādena sampādē thabbaṃ.
आं भन्ते साधु साधु साधु
Namo tasse bhagavatu arahato sammā sambuddhasse. Namo tasse bhagavatu arahato sammā sambuddhasse. Namo tasse bhagavatu arahato sammā sambuddhasse. Udakang hi nayanti nettika usukara namayanti tejanang Darung namayanti tachaka attanang damayanti panditati. Dear devotees, today you all gather here for Dhamma Desana, listen to Dhamma Desana. This stanza was delivered by Buddha when he was dwelling at Jethavanarama. In this stanza, Buddha explained, Udakanghi nayanti nettika. The farmers bring water to their fields. Udakanghi nayanti nettika usukara namayanti tejanam. The iron workers make arrows with the hard iron. Darum namayanti tachaka. The wood workers make wood items, furniture with the hard woods. Attanang damayanti pandita. The wise people will control their minds. We can see the farmers. This water is very difficult to manage, but these farmers make some water drainage and some water ways, and they bring this water to their field and they use this water for the cultivation. They have some technique to bring water to their field from the main water stream. As well, the iron workers, this iron is very strong, very difficult to cut, very difficult to shape, very difficult to make something. But they use some technique to uh, make iron item by heating, by cutting, by shaping. They do they use some technique and make some tools. Again, same way, the woodworkers. This wood is normally very hard, but they cut, they shape, and they make very beautiful furniture. They have some technique, special technique for wood, special technique for the special technique for the wood, special technique for the iron, special technique for the water carrying. Same way, this mind also little hard to control, very difficult to understand. The wise people control this mind, manage this mind, and tame this mind, and will be controlled totally, and will not have any harm from the mind. Then here Buddha explained, Attanang damayanti pandita. The wise people will control one's mind. Then one will think, do we need to control our mind? Really, we need to control our mind or not? Someone will be confused. Why we need to control our mind? Why we control our mind? Really, we can see in this world, if someone suffer with different way, why they suffer? Because of they have slave to their mind. As example, in this social, if someone have present, why they have present? Because of they have done something, become slave to the mind. If someone regret, if someone regret and someone's suffering because of past something. Why? They have do something, they have done something, and they regret about this thing. Then we can see in this world why people suffer, because of they have slaved to their mind and now they suffer. Same time we can see in this social, some people live peacefully. Who live peacefully, they have tamed little their mind. If someone have they tame their mind, they learn in their childhood, they do good job in their young time, and they have no involved with the unwanted thing, and the little controlled mind, they have big happiness in their mind, in their life. So we can see in this social, in this world, if someone suffer, why they suffer? They have overwhelmed by mind, slaved by mind, and they suffer. In this social, we can see someone who live peacefully, who live happily, they have controlled their mind some way. So that's why we can see one have to control their mind. If someone do not control their mind, they will have so much suffering. Really, in this world, one will hang oneself because of mind. Some will kill their parents because of this mind, uncontrolled mind, and the person who has no control their mind, really they suffer in different ways and many ways. So then we have to understand everyone have to control their mind. But we should know what is this mind, where it is. The mind stay in our heart. One time Buddha gave one stanza about characteristic of the mind. Sududdasam, this mind, very difficult to see. Sunipunam, this mind is so sharp. Sunipuna yatta kamani patinam, this mind follow. This mind goes with what he need. Yatta kamani patina chittassa damato sadhu dantan chittan sukavaham. This invisible mind, sharp mind, and this crazy mind, if someone can control, he will have noble happiness. The Buddha said, Sududdhasan, this mind we can't see. Why we can't see? Yes, mind stay in our heart, but we can't see mind. This mind can look. This mind look like electricity. Electricity, we can see it is electricity pass with the wire, but we can't see. But it's so powerful. Same way, this mind stay in our heart, but we can't see. But so powerful. How this mind is powerful? You can see this mind. He can remember everything of this life from the first birth moment. From the first birth moment, everything he remembered. What we have seen, what we have listened, what we have smelled, what we have tasted, what we have feel, what we have mentally feel. It's everything. Mind keep in his mind. He remember everything. Not only this life, his mind remember. He keep in his mind memory of the previous life also. So that's why this mind is so powerful. Sunipunam, this mind is so sharp. There are some nowadays, there are some electronic items, they have some capacity, but this mind has no capacity. He can keep big memory. the countless memory, endless memory. He can keep everything in his mind. Then mind is so powerful, same time he has so big capacity. This mind need to control. If someone can control this mind, really he will experience the peace of the happiness. Then what we give example, this mind look like electricity. There is a technique to use electricity. If someone do not know how to manage, how to use electricity, it is so dangerous. Sometimes he can die even because of electricity. Same way, this invisible mind, this powerful mind, if someone unknowingly use, what will happen? He will have so much harm in his life. Not only his life, he will have, he will make so harm for the parents, relatives, and other peoples to the world also. So the electrician know what the technique to use electricity without get harm oneself. Same way, the Buddha, this is the supreme teaching of the Buddha. He founded the way to tame this mind, to control this mind, to use this mind to one's happiness. The Buddha give three steps to control one's mind. This is called Sila, Samadhi, Panya. If someone practice Sila, Samadhi, Prajna, really he can control his mind. He can use his mind. Actually, someone who practice Sila, Samadhi, Prajna, he can become a Samma Sambuddha. He can become a Pachaka Buddha. He can be a Arahant also. And he can become even monarch, the king. Why? He has practiced good qualities in his mind. So Buddha taught if someone practice Shila, Samadhi, Panya, this is the way of training one's mind, tame one's mind, use this energy of mind for the one's benefit and the happiness. Now we need to check, we need to understand how Shila controls one's mind. Mind, this invisible mind, powerful mind, big capacity mind, need some guidance, need some control. How this mind become cruel, how this mind become uncontrollable. Buddha taught there are three causes to become uncontrollable, the mind. These three causes are lobha, the craving, dosa, the anger, moha, the ignorance. When mind contact with the lobha, it becomes uncontrollable. When mind contacts with the dosa, anger, it becomes uncontrollable. When mind becomes contact with the moha, ignorance, it becomes uncontrollable. Here we can see when someone has craving, connected with the craving or overwhelmed by craving, he don't know who is mother, who is father, what should I do? Craving. Because of craving, he do something what should not be done. And when someone overwhelmed by the anger, he don't know who is my mother, who is my father, what should I do done, who I am. He don't know anything. And the moha, when someone overwhelmed by moha, he don't know who I am, who is my father, who is my mother. He becomes so much proud, and he will overwhelmed by moha. Yes, really we can see lobha, the craving, the dosa, the anger, moha, the ignorance. makes mind uncontrollable. After do something, they regret why I talk like this, why I did this, why I overwhelmed this anger, and they regret later. But we can see all over the world people overwhelmed by the lust, anger, and the ignorance. They do something what cause for the harm oneself and others. Then Buddha said, Loba dosa moha is the causes to become uncontrollable the mind. The Buddha taught the first step to control this mind, Shila. First, five precepts. Now, if someone practices five precepts, it means the no killing, no stealing, no sexual misconduct, no lying, no drugs. If someone practices these five rules, the mind will be controlled. How it happened? Now someone practice no killing. He don't kill anything. He don't kill any being. He practiced this Shila. Then what happened? The anger comes in his mind. But how much strong anger come in his mind, arise in his mind, but he practiced no killing. Anger comes in his mind, and mind will incite him to kill something, kill someone, but he practiced Sila, no killing, I will not kill, I will not kill. When he practiced continuously no killing, what happened? This anger will calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. Step by step, anger will be calmed down. The second rule, no stealing. If someone practice this no stealing, it means he determined, I will not steal anymore. Then some craving start in his mind. But so many craving thoughts start arise in his mind. But he will not overwhelmed by this craving thoughts. He practiced this Shila. No stealing, no stealing. Then what happened? This craving will be weaker, 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 and disappear. Someone is determined, I will not have any sexual misconduct anymore. Then what happened? The craving start in his mind, so many thoughts about the sexual misconduct, but he practiced continuously. No sexual misconduct. Then what happens? Craving will be less, less, less. And someone determined, I will not lie anymore. Then, because of anger or because of the craving, mind will plan to lie, but you will be mindful. I will not lie. I will not lie. Then what happened? This craving and anger will be decreased, and it will calm down. And someone will determine, I will not having any drugs anymore. But some thoughts will come, oh, I need to drink alcohol. But if you continuously practice no alcohol, no drugs, these thoughts about alcohol will sit down and disappear. Then ignorance will disappear. Then if someone practice these five precepts, really the high level of the lust, high level of the anger, high level of the ignorance will be cut off. Someone can go further. Sixth rule, no food afternoon. Seventh rule, no sensual enjoy the singing, dancing, watching film, etc. No cosmetics, no the scent, etc. And no luxurious bed, etc. Eight Shila, the this Lobha Dosa Moha will be cut off more deeply, and 10 Shila as a Samanera life, or Upasampada Shila. If someone practice Shila from five precept till to the Upasampada Shila, this Lobha Dosa Moha will not have chance to grow up. They will be calmed down, they will be sit down, and they will be disappeared in gross level. Then Buddha said the first step of the purification of mind is Shila. One can go 5 precept, 8 precept, 10 precept, Upasampada Shila. This is the first step of the controlling the mind. Second step is Samadhi. Samadhi is the concentration. Samadhi, normally one have to keep mind, practice mind with the good object. There are many good object, the pure object and the correct object for practicing concentration. Normally we can see when some anger thoughts come, if we continuously thought this about this anger thought, if we overwhelmed by anger thought, it will be continuously grow up, grow up, grow up. It start to burn inside. Same way, if we practice good object continuously, what happened? Mind will be calmed down, settled down, the purified, concentrated. You will be experience peace of samadhi. There are many objects to practice concentration of the mind. Buddhanusati, continuously practice, reflect Buddha's qualities. Dhammanusati, reflect Dhamma qualities of Dhamma. Sanghanusati, reflect about Sangha's quality. And Metta Bhavana, the loving kindness and particular manasikara, repulsiveness of the body, and anapana, the concentration on breath. Any object one can practice. When one practice a one of this object or many objects, some objects, really mind will be purified. Mind will be calmed down. Mind will be concentrated. When one start meditation, the first benefit is when one start meditation, he will have the main benefit, and first benefit is he will understand, yes, there is a mind in this body. Normally we ignorant. This is I. This is my. This is my life. This is my soul. But when one start to meditate, really he will understand there is a mind in this body. There is some uncontrollable mind in this body. This is the first benefit of meditation. Till someone start meditation, they will not understand what is called mind, what is the nature of mind. But when one sit for the meditation, when someone start the meditation, the first benefit is he will understand, yes, there is a mind in this life, in this body. It has some energy, it has some capacity, it has some power. He will understand. And when he continuously meditate, when someone continuously practice this calm object, pure object, what happened? He will see what is this mind, how this mind regret about past and suffer. When mind regret about past, worry about past, not only mind suffer, we also suffer. Mind suffer, mind worry, mind regret about past. When mind regret, worry about past, we suffer same moment. And mind will worry about future. This will happen, what will happen. When mind worry about the future, then we suffer. This mind always worry about past, worry about future, and the present moment will be vanished. So when one start meditation, he will understand how this mind always suffer about past and suffer about the future, how he lose present moment. This is the second benefit of the meditation, and he will understand when one contemplate. the qualities of Buddha or Anapana or the compassion. He will see when mind is calmed down, how I calm down with the good object. This is the benefit of the samadhi. When you practice Shila, you will be calm down in one way, but when you practice samadhi, really, you will be calmed down well. This is the second step of the control the mind. The third step is called panya. Panya is called knowledge about the Four Noble Truth. If someone has no sila, he can't practice samadhi. If someone has no samadhi, really he can't understand this Four Noble Truth. Four Noble Truth is first one is dukkhe jnanam, dukkha samudaya jnanam, dukkha nirodhe jnanam, dukkha nirodhagamini patipadaya jnanam, dukkhe jnanam. Buddha said, jatipi dukkha, jarapi dukkha, vyadipi dukkha, maranampi dukkham. Rebirthing is suffering, decaying suffering, the sickness are suffering, and the death is suffering. And there are many. Soka, parideva, dukkha, domana, supayasa is also suffering. Then one will think, oh, this the Dhamma, the Buddha taught about something wrong, something suffering. Why Buddha taught about this suffering field? Our life is so happy, but Buddha taught about this, talking about this death, talking about aging, talking about the sickness, why he discourage our life. But really, this should understand. Sometimes mother advises her son, be careful. If you associate this person, if you work this way, you will have some suffering. With compassion, same way, the Buddha advice for the human beings, for the beings. Yes, there are suffering in the life. The rebirth is suffering, decaying is suffering, and the sickness is suffering, and the death is suffering, crying is suffering, separate from the beloved ones is suffering. Yes, these are unseparable part of the life. That's why Buddha said, these are dukkha satya. Dukkha satya means these are the characteristic of the life. No one can escape. You can see all over the world, all the beings, any religion, human or non-human, animal, deva, or scholars, non-scholars, rich, poor, everyone have to suffer this rebirth, decaying, sickness, and the death, and other suffering, lamentation, and sorrow, and separating from the beloved one, associate with the unbeloved one, like this. Who can escape? Then Buddha said, these are not suffering of your private suffering. Buddha said, these are the permanent suffering. When reborn, anywhere, if you reborn, really you have to face this thing. Buddha said, these are the characteristic of the life. If you rebirth, you have to face all this suffering without any doubt. So Buddha said, please understand these sufferings are unchangeable. With the rebirth, you have to face this thing. Then Buddha said, Dukkhang Arya Satchang. Dukkhang Arya Satchang means unchangeable suffering. What is the cause of this suffering? Buddha said, the craving is the main cause of this suffering. How to free from this suffering? Nibbana. Dukkha Nirodham Arya Satchang. Dukkha Nirodham Arya Satchang means if someone can free from the craving, all these suffering will be disappeared. How do we can remove craving from the mind? It is called Aryo Attangiko Maggo, Samma Ditti, Samma Sankappa, Samma Vacha, Samma Kammanta, Samma Ajiva, Samma Vayama, Samma Sati, Samma Samadhi. If someone practice these 8 factors, the craving will be reduced step by step. Then Buddha taught this path, Shila, Samadhi, Panya. When you practice Shila, really craving will cut off. Some amount of the craving will cut off. When you practice Samadhi, really you will see what is mind, how it craves, what are the disadvantages of the craving. Really, when you see the truth of the life, Four Noble Truth, when you understand, really all the craving will be disappeared. Then this can explain as example, the Shila look like cut the tree of the forest. Now we need some land to cultivate. First we go to this forest, we cut the big trees first. The Shila look like cut the big trees of the forest. Samadhi look like the removing, uprooting the root of these trees. Panya look like the cultivating the crops for the wood harvesting. So Buddha taught this Sila, Samadhi, Panya to purify one's mind, to tame one's mind, to understand the truth and the cut off all the craving and attain to liberation. The liberation is not something beyond. Liberation is called Tanhakayo Nibbanam. If someone can experience no craving, this is called Nibbana. Then someone will think, can we live without craving? Now you are living in the lay life. Can we live without craving? Yes, actually, people think without craving we can't live. Craving is the part of life, but it is not truth. You can see in this in this world, we can see some people, they have so much money, they have money, but they never spend money for oneself. They never spend money for the parents. They never spend money for the husband, wife, children, or poor people. They keep very big money, but they suffer. Even they do not eat themselves. They never use this money for oneself or for others. They suffer. Then we say they are suffering because of stinginess, because of craving. In this world, we can see some people earn money. They earn money. They use this money for oneself, happiness of oneself. They spend money for their parents. They spend money for their husband, their wife, their children, poor people, and they use money for happiness. So we can see that some people, they have money, but they suffer because of stinginess. They keep money, but they don't use money because of stinginess or craving. Some people who has less craving, they use money for oneself and others. They enjoy, they use money for oneself, happiness of oneself and others. Then we can see the people who have so much craving, they suffer. Who has less craving, they live with happiness. So then one should understand, if someone can give up all the craving, if someone cut off all the craving, really they will understand what is the happiness of liberation. So if someone step by step practice Sila, Samadhi, Prajna, the craving will be cut off, and he will free from the all types of the suffering. It can be day-to-day suffering, it can be the sansaric suffering, any suffering. If someone practice Shila Samadhi Prajna, really they can free from all types of suffering. Then Buddha taught this path. uh, Attanang Damayanti Pandita, the wise people, will use this technique to maintain, to control, to manage, to use one's mind to one's happiness. Then we got the chance to practice Sila Samadhi Prajna. We got the Buddha Sasana. We got the Dhamma. Now we know what is the sansaric journey. Now it is time to practice Sila. Yes, Sila. When you practice Sila, you earn so much merit in one way, another way. You don't give chance to mind to grow up in lower dosa moha. And when you practice samadhi, you will understand about the mind, and you will see the craving. And when you practice panya, when you practice the panya, it called the knowledge about Four Noble Truth. And when you practice the tilakkhana, anicca dukkha anatta, really you will understand how totally mind control, how totally free from the craving, and how attain supreme path of liberation. You are lucky to contact with Dhamma. I wish you, may you practice Shila will, may you practice Samadhi will, may you practice Panya will, and cut off all the craving of mind, and be freed from the all types of suffering and attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Let's share these merits, what we listen here by Dhamma listening, and by Dhamma Desana, what we acquired merits. Let's share with the beings, the past relatives of ours and our families and our the clan, the all past relatives may receive these merits. May they enjoy these merits. May they free from the suffering, and may they contact with pure Dhamma. May they contact with the pure people. May they practice Shila Samadhi Prajna, and may they also free from the sansaric journey and attain liberation. The all good, the visible, invisible, all goods may receive these merits. May they enjoy these merits. May they receive this merit, and may they protect Buddha Sasana for a long time, and may they practice Srila Samadhi Prajna. May they also attain liberation. By these merits, may we have no bad people in our life. May we contact with the pure people. May we contact with the pure Dhamma, and may they also attain liberation. So let's chant stanza for the sharing merits. Idang wo nyati nang hotu sukita huntu nyatayo. Idang wo nyati nang hotu sukita huntu nyatayo. Idang wo nyati nang hotu sukita huntu nyatayo. Akasattha ca bhummatta deva naga mahiddika. Punyantang anumoditva chirang rakhantu sasanam. Akasattha ca bhummatta deva naga mahiddika. Punyantang anumoditva chirang rakhantu desanam. Akasattha ca bhummatta deva naga mahiddika.
वेट करा, बंटींचा नेटवर्क गेलाय. नेटवर्क नाहीये बंटींचं, थोडं वेट करूया, नाहीतर मग थोड्या वेळानं सेशन एंडच करणार आहे मी. हम्म. ठीक आहे, बहुतेक बंते येत नाहीत, तर मेरिट्स तर तुम्हाला ऑलरेडी भेटलेलेच आहेत प्रवचन ऐकून. मी उद्या प्रयत्न करतो पूर्ण ट्रान्सलेशन करायचा. याच्यावर मी ऑलरेडी एक प्रवचन दिलेलं होतं. धम्मपदचं गाथा होती, त्याच्यावर ऑलरेडी एक प्रवचन दिलं होतं. तरी बंतेनी जे जे सांगितलं तेच ट्रान्सक्रिप्ट मधून घेऊन मी तुम्हाला सांगण्याचा प्रयत्न करेल उद्या. ओके. बंते नाही येणार बहुतेक, कारण की नेटवर्कच नाहीये. ठीक आहे. पण त्यांनी जे काही सांगितलं ते माइंडफुलनेस वरच सांगितलेलं आहे. उद्या या पूर्ण गाथेचा अर्थ आणि बाकीचे जे डिटेल्स आहे ते मी सांगून देतो. ओके, एंड करत आहे मी आता.